Welcome to another All 22 Tuesday, a collaboration between FirstDown Playbook and USA Football. I'm Keith Grabowski from USA Football, host of the Coach and Coordinator podcast. We have a follow-up to this on our Wednesday, which we call Trends Day. Please be sure to check that out. And joining me, as always, Charlie Coiner, the founder and CEO of FirstDown Playbook, former NFL coach. Charlie, we're really getting late in the season, but it's good to be talking ball here again on a Tuesday.
Yeah, Keith, great to be here. A lot of ball to talk about. Had a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to watch it this past weekend, so this ought to be good.
Also joining us is Zach Dunn, who is the coach, content coordinator, and an analyst at USA Football. Zach, always good to have you here as well.
Yeah, Keith, can't wait.
All right, we have a 4th and goal here from Miami, and they use a fake field goal against the Eagles. And just looking at the lineup here certainly reminds me of the old lonesome polecat. Though we see it's a different formation. Typically in the lonesome polecat, you're gonna take those 3 guys who are on the right. They're gonna be in the group on the left, and usually a team will back the flanker out to the right off the ball, making the center eligible. So we have a variation here of the old lonesome polecat from Glenn Tiger Ellison, and Miami executes it here. I don't know if you'd say to perfection because there's a lot of things going on, but they get the touchdown out of it.
Yeah, Keith, this is an old-fashioned, like you said, play has been around for a million years. A little bit of a twist on it though. So you can just look at the numbers right here and see you've got a lot of big dudes out there. Okay. And they're bringing out their field goal team. It's 4th down and 2, I want to say. Spread it out. This is an unusually wide formation where they've got the 3 to each side and a guy off the ball. But there is fundamental football here to be taught from the Pop Warner level all the way up to the NFL on this play. And in FirstDown Playbook, as a matter of fact, our very first thing that we address when we do PAT field goal block is you must identify the eligibles, because in any kind of formation you could get this formation right here. If they did it the right way, you could actually have the snapper be eligible. So you've got to come out when you're Philadelphia right here, you got to be talking. And I've went ahead and highlighted in yellow the people who are, or gold, the people who are eligible. Obviously the big dudes on the end men on the line of scrimmage, anybody off the ball is going to be eligible. So take number 2, all right, who I believe is the punter, and you look at him and he's a quarterback. And so you've got an empty formation and all the guys in the white on the inside are your offensive line, and guys on the line of scrimmage eligible, guys on the off the ball eligible, and your slot number 7 is eligible. Now, so they take the snap, and really one of the common ways that you run this is you get the ball out to 81 or 94. That was not going to happen in this situation, particularly 94, just because they're not really running backs or receivers. But in this case right here, 2 takes it and attacks the edge, and 7 does a great job right here. You'll see putting his hands on 94 just enough to make him think he's getting blocked and about to come off and make a big play. And 2 does a great job of really shuffling the ball to 7 in the end zone. So let's take a look at it. As we were watching it before and talking about it, Zach brought up a great point about, how what would happen here if he hadn't been covered. And so, the thing is, right now you're having a season like Miami is, you're probably willing to take that chance, but probably just pitch it on the ground. Probably just, pitch it at their feet or something like that if it got ugly. But you can see right here how close he does come to getting a mouthful of a 78 or whatever that number is right there. But well designed. You got to be thinking on your feet if you're Philadelphia right here, and you're essentially just you're playing the numbers game and making sure that I don't think there was anybody but one eligible receiver they were thinking about, and that was number 7.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too, with it being 4th down. I mean, at least give them a chance, put it up in the air. If it's picked off, potentially you do have some issues because they ran everybody to the sidelines. So at least put it to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, throw it away. I would think it's throw it away or pitch it at their feet is probably what he was told right here. And a lot of you guys, I think a lot of high school coaches are looking at this and go, we do this because they do. So, I mean, what a lot of high school coaches will do is either line up like this. If they don't like the look that they get, then they'll bring it back down into their regular formation and kick the extra point or kick the field goal, or they'll line up in the field goal formation and break to this late. And you got to be sensitive to, you look at the clock right there, they get this ball off with about 4 seconds to go on the play clock. So I'm not sure what happened before this point, but I believe they just came out and lined up in it. But once again, it's just, if you're going to play on a punt return or a PAT field goal block, the number one thing that you have to do every single time is come out and identify the eligibles and make sure that the way, freeze it there just for a moment, Zach, please, right there. The way that we talk about it in the FirstDown playbook is count from the outside in at the top, count from the outside in at the bottom. So you'll count your end men 1, all right, 2 will be your guys off the ball, and then it'll come back down, and 3 will end up being your slot because he's off the ball and not the center is obviously covered up. And so if you'll do that every time, it should take you to where you end up with a quarterback, all right, and you end up with 1, 2, 3 to one side and 1, 2 to the other.
Another great look at these plays. And Charlie, this is something you have available to everybody to take a look at, the tool that you've developed at FirstDown Playbook. How do they get access to that?
Absolutely, Keith. They want to go to firstdownplaybook.com, spell it out, FIRSTDOWN, playbook.com. And this is the time of year where we've got a lot of coaches that are coming on board. They're going for job interviews. They're going from one job to the next. So December, January, and February are the months where a lot of coaches come to us and they begin preparing for the fall by getting their playbooks organized. And we found in the past year that that's the coach that gets the most out of FirstDown Playbook, the guy that gets on board early, gets all of his stuff ordered and organized so he can take our ideas and edit it and make it into his ideas.